Who fuses the music with no illusions, producing the blueprints? Clueless automator, defy the laws of nature. Electronic monolith, throw a jam upon the disc. The futuristic.
Yo, what's going on, guys? June 27th, and I was gonna do this news report last night, but I'm glad I waited because some interesting things broke. Now, I'm gonna run through the bullet points and then link them up at the end so we're not jumping around too much. But first and foremost, CNN got caught basically with their pants down. So Project Veritas, headed by James O'Keefe, basically sent in a private journalist, like a private investigator, had a little camera on him, and he was talking to a producer at CNN. His name was John Bonifield, and this guy was basically admitting that the whole Russia news story is completely fake and just drummed up to get ratings on CNN. He literally states like, man, it's great for our ratings. And this thing went viral last night. So, this is, karma is coming at them very fast. And I'll link an article by Zero Hedge where you can go read more about it, and link to the video where you can literally watch this dude just give it up and expect CNN to start pushing out a bunch more Russia news stories just to distract from this one, right? And I can tell you that the CNN CEO is probably not happy at this guy, what was his name, John Bonifield, right now. So that's a really awesome news story. And then we have a cyber attack. Worldwide massive cyber attack occurred. It spread across Europe. It hit Ukraine, Russia, England, Denmark, India, lots of different places, all within the last few hours. And when this began to happen, the Ukraine Vice Prime Minister, Pavlo Ryzhenko, he immediately blamed Russia, and a few other of the Ukraine government officials blamed Russia for it. Big question here, though, why would Russia hack Russia? I'll link this to a little more shortly here. And then just as I was on CNN.com looking up some stuff for this, a story just breaking, a U.S. Army installation is in Alabama is currently on lockdown because of a possible active shooter. So again, this story is just breaking. We don't know much more about this, but is this yet another false flag? Could very well be, and looks like that's a high possibility. And then we're going to get into an interesting story that came out a couple days ago, and I'm going to link a Reddit article down below where on the FBI Records Vault Twitter, which this Twitter is not used very much. I checked it out, and they only post a handful of times per month even, but 17 tweets were sent out a few days ago, and they were all very cryptic, very weird tweets that were sent out, and this Reddit stream did some investigation, and you can check out what each of these tweets exactly were. I didn't see the tweets. I think they've been deleted, but you can see what each of them may have been pointing to, and at the end, some of the last tweets that were sent out, it looks like there was a call to investigate Pedogate. Now again, this was on an FBI official Twitter account. So I'm going to now bring you to a article that was put out by Victoris Libertas, another awesome independent research, couple of journalists, and they had on June 24th, so a couple of days ago, they had one of their insiders, an FBI anonymous account, respond to some questions of theirs, and he makes some mentions of these tweets. So he discusses it, and he, this alleged FBI insider, again, alleged, but, seeing as who's reporting it and what they're saying, it does seem to be legitimate. They're saying that these tweets were very well sent out by insiders at the FBI trying to get this information out there. So I'll link, again, that Reddit article, and then the Victoris Libertas article of the FBI insider responding to questions about this, but check it out, because there's some, I'm not going to get into all the information around it, because that'll take me way too long in this video, but especially check out that Reddit article, because you'll learn some things in that one. And lastly, expect false flags galore. Now, of course, because this CNN article is going viral and blowing up, I mean, the YouTube, there's a couple of YouTube videos of that actual hidden camera from the dude, and it has, you know, hundreds of thousands of views already just overnight. So this is blowing up. This came out on an official, right, FBI Twitter, some cryptic tweets essentially pushing to expose Pedogate, saying that this is literally what's going to take down the elites or the deep state. We have all kinds of stuff going on to distract from everything. We have this worldwide cyber attack occurring just hours after the CNN story broke, basically shutting down the Russia narrative, and then, again, more people around the world are claiming Russia, Russia, Russia. Poor Russians, man. They're just blamed for everything. The Russians hacked my homework. I don't have it anymore. So, not only that, but we have a shooting going on, and I expect more of these to occur all around the world, and you're going to most likely see these to occur in Western nations because they're trying to distract from all of their propaganda narratives being destroyed. So, whether it's shooters, I expect, you know, we also had the immigration ban reinstated, right? Why were parts of that immigration ban reinstated? Well, why did we have the immigration ban reinstated? Because the current administration knows that the deep state are probably planning a bunch of false flags to distract from that, to distract from this, to distract from, again, who's testifying in front of the House Intelligence Committee this week? John Podesta. And he's actually testifying. I didn't realize this till after I did my last news update. John Podesta is going to be testifying right in front of Trey Gowdy. So that's big, because what's Trey Gowdy been trying to expose? Child sex abuse, child exploitation, human trafficking. Now he's head of the House Intel Committee. There's been a lot of mainstream media articles the past week or so trying to essentially, it looks like, character attack Trey Gowdy. But, you know, the reason is because he is trying to expose bad things going on in our government. And he's going to be interviewing, or John Podesta will be testifying in front of the House Intel Committee this week. So lots of stuff they're trying to distract us from. They're trying to distract us from that, distract us from the other probes, right? Loretta Lynch and Hillary Clinton investigations that have been said are still ongoing. So we have that they're trying to distract of us. We have this and everything. So again, there'll be a lot more false flags coming. See through them, you know. Keep yourself grounded. Don't get too emotionally reactive no matter what you see, whether it's very emotional stories or fear-inducing stories or what have you, right? Karma is coming very fast now to the deep state, and we're going to get a lot of fun stuff like this start to blow. A lot of things where you're going to see like, awesome, right? They're going down, but then we're going to see a lot of very traumatic events occur to try to dissuade that or distract from that. And again, we'll also be seeing, in my opinion, a lot more articles come out in the mainstream realm regarding the extraterrestrial issue, because that's pretty much one of the only things they have left to distract us with, the biggest card they can play. So that anonymous, supposed anonymous video that came out saying that NASA is about to disclose alien life, that might have been some controlled opposition right there. Because we won't get too much into the issue of Anonymous and whatnot, but I do very well feel that much of Anonymous are white hats within the FBI or the military trying to get information out there. But again, some factions of Anonymous could be controlled opposition and infiltration factions. So, in my opinion, that anonymous video that came out saying that NASA could disclose alien life, that could very well have been an infiltrated faction to put out that video to distract us. So, again, discern everything you see now, because things are going to get crazy and continuously get more crazy. So, stay on point and think, you know, don't let yourself get caught up by all the events going on. So anyway, take care.